Just a little short video for you guys. Just a little short video. For every single one of you. Hi, how you doing? Let's see how many people we can get on the feed right now to explain what happened and to give, I'm sorry for the people I didn't tell you that there was that I was going to go live. How you guys doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. What we just saw a few moments ago is what has been happening in the whole country. It's what it's been happening in the whole country. And in the country of the United States, of course. In the whole borderline. And a lot of people are asking, where's the barbed wire? The barbed wire, it was put on the part that is the beach. That's where they put the barbed wire. Why they haven't put the barbed wire where you guys are asking, where's the barbed wire? First of all, I don't know. That's what I've been asking myself, and that's what you need to be asking your American government. Where is the barbed wire? That is U.S. property, the wall. They should put barbed wire right there. And not only that, but they say that they cannot put barbed wire right there because some law or something. I need to find out why. But it's just so amazing, the activity. And I want to address something real quick for everyone to see and for everyone to know. It's weird that not only the Mexican government is not doing anything, but it's weird. Don't you think that the American government is not doing anything at all too? Don't you think that? Let's be honest with each other. Let's talk honesty. Let's be honest with each other. How many months it's been since the Border Patrol and the United States government know that that particular place is sanctuary wall? How many months has been? Isn't that weird? Yeah, but Gavin Newsom took away the National Guard. It doesn't matter if it took away the National Guard. It doesn't matter if the National Guard was taken away from that particular part. But if you are the commander, or you are the sergeant in charge of the Border Patrol, of the first class, I don't know how they call them, you should put somebody right there. Isn't it weird that nobody's there? Stop, a lot of people stop complaining about the Mexican government, really. Because it's always the Mexican government, and you're not looking at the United States Border Patrol. They're getting overwhelmed. Yes. They're throwing rocks to them. Yes. They work in so many hours. Yes. But what's going on? What's going on? Why they don't put extra people there? Because they don't got none. Why don't they hire somebody? Why don't they hire private security? Why don't they, I don't know, why don't they do something right there? Am I wrong? Am I wrong or am I right? Or am I in the limbo of being wrong and right? This has been going on for decades in my city. A lot. I mean, a lot of Border Patrol is corrupt, and a lot of United States Customs are corrupt. A lot of them. I'm sorry, but it's the reality and the truth. You guys don't live over here. I live over here. I live over here. How many people have crossed through that wall? For God's sake, one video that I did about a family crossing, 5 of them, it took them like 2 hours to cross. 1 hour to jump to the other side. They couldn't even climb the damn fence. And by that time, the Border Patrol should know that that particular wall in that particular place around this particular time, it shouldn't be more vigilant. It shouldn't be more Border Patrol. It shouldn't be more inspection, not only of the Mexican side, that we all know how Mexico is. We all know. So let's stop dreaming. Stop dreaming. Please stop. Stop dreaming that the Mexican government is going to do something. Stop. That is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. The Mexican government is not going to do anything. Why? Number one, we are in the pact. We can't stop them. We can't stop them. We can't retain them. We can't retain them from the right to migrate. And if that is the way to migrate, we can't retain them. The only thing is keep it secure. But until when? Until when we are going, or they, until when the United States is going to put somebody over there? Isn't it weird? Border Patrol cannot stop them from crossing. They can stop them. Yes, they can. Or you're just saying they cannot because they're overwhelmed. If that is the answer, yes, I'm agreeing with you. But why they don't put more? Why they don't put more there? It's been months, people. Months. Months. Months of crossings every day over that wall. When is people going to put somebody there to be walking back and forth and watching? Over what's going on? It looks like something's going on right there, don't you think? Let me hear this this comment right here, and I will read it. Casey Marie Gates, it says, because as you have said it, Oscar, your own government is corrupt and are allowing them to come through and ruin your country. As for the U.S. Congress is stopping President Trump at every turn at the National Guard for this area. I agree with you 50%. Why I agree with you with 50%? Because stop blaming only the Mexican government. Really, with all due respect. And I send you a big hug. To all Americans, stop saying this. It's because of Mexico that they're in the United Nations Pact. And as you know, President Trump is not getting allowed for them to stop them. Stop that. Stop it. Why? Because they know, the Border Patrol knows how they're running that zone. For God's sakes, they're right there. Day in, day out. They know how they're running. They know how they're operating. Why? Are they not vigilant about what's going on back and forth? Stop. We already know that Mexico's in the United Nations Pact. We already know that Mexico has open borders. We already know that. But it's not just our country. What's going on with that sanctuary part of the wall? Okay, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. I will give a clear example. Clear example. Do you guys remember when Anthony, it was recording where the train is in El Paso? Do you guys saw that? And immediately, because of the train that it was in El Paso, the Border Patrol got mad. Why they get mad? If they got people, extra hands to help them, to not detain people, to just call in and say, hey, they're crossing from this side. Border Patrol, where are you? Why the Border Patrol is not there every moment, 24/7? Why? Why they were not there? Imagine how many years it's been like that. How many years it's been like that until, a group of patriots went over there and they were standing right there. They started, recording and doing a coverage, and all of a sudden the Border Patrol gets mad. Hey, no, they're not capable of doing their job. They don't have the capacity, and probably, they're just ex-military and Marines and ex police department. They will lose control one day, and they will, one bullet will get loose, and you don't even imagine. They don't have the capacity, but I appreciate what they're doing, but they don't have the capacity. For God's sake, they're helping you to stop. So if they're helping you to stop, why is not a unit right there? Why is not a unit right there at that particular place parked the whole day? Why not? Why? Why the United States government is lacking on putting specific ports of inspection, or specific units of an inspection in the specific parts that is wide open? Why? It's time for ask the United States government, why are you lacking? Why? Why is the Border Patrol lacking? I know they're overwhelmed. I know the Border Patrol is trying to do the best that they can. And I know that they're risking their lives and they're risking everything. But why? Why are you not on the points that they're more fragile? Sanctuary areas. Why are you not there? There are more illegals than agents. Yes, I know. Stop putting excuses. If they have more illegals than agents, just put one right there. That is where the gate is open. Okay, let me ask you a question. The other day that I was at that canyon, that it was wide open and I went late night. Did you saw a Border Patrol right there? Did you see a Border Patrol right there? There's no wall. It's wide open. It's a canyon. It's wide open. Why they haven't put a wall right there? Did you see a Border Patrol right there parked? I showed you the area. Wide open, no Border Patrol. Why? Why? I showed it in the afternoon, in the evening, and late at night. 3 times a day I showed it to you. No Border Patrol. Why? If you know that it's wide open right there, don't you should put somebody right there to just keep watch? And say like, hey, you know what, Derek, you know, it's you're gonna be on point C, man. Oh, the whole day right there. Yes, point C. And then, you know, you're gonna change turns with Shannon. Shannon, 12 o'clock at night, you're in. Oh, damn. Okay, all right. 12 o'clock at night. Why? I just want to ask why. Why there's nobody right there what I've just shown? Why? And everybody in the United States is complaining about the Mexican government. We already know why Mexico has open borders. They signed the International Pact of Immigration. We can detain them. We can retain them. And for people that they were absolutely giving me a solution, take the ladder, Blue. What the hell? You want me to get shot? Are you paying for the medical fees? Are you paying for my funeral? Are you paying for the safety of my family? For God's sake, really, take the ladder, Blue. What the hell is wrong with you? Really, what is wrong with people? And I just want to know why. I thought that they were censors. Yes, but it takes them a long time, don't you think? It takes them a long time to get there, don't you think? Don't you think? What we're doing over here is not a game, people. Really, it's not a game. For those people that live all the way up north, the northeast, and the south, this is not a game. I live here in Tijuana. I deal with the problem right here. The cartel is right here. I deal with the problem. I'm trying to stay as safe as possible. You can't be taking somebody else's equipment. What are you going to give me in exchange for my life? A like? A emoji? Unbelievable, really. And it's more unbelievable what is happening with the Border Patrol. It's more unbelievable. Kelly, I'm agreeing with you. Newsom and Escobar, pull National Guard out. Yes, 100% agree with you. I just told you. I agree with you, Kelly, but I just want to know. Let's just say this. Let's give an example. Let's give an example. There's the port of entry for the pedestrian walk. The pedestrian walk to port of entry. And you don't see no United States Customs. Nobody. Go in. Don't you think they should put one custom over there just to check paperwork? It's exactly the same thing that over here at this part of the wall. It's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. They already know that there's a problem right there. They already know. I show you how big is the gap of metal that they tore up so they can climb and jump. Why the Border Patrol is right there when they should be on point A and point B right there? Why is not a quad right there to immediately move from C to A? Some fishy going on. Something fishy is going on. There's no inspection. So please, for the people that are sending me messages, or they're going to send me messages about your government is not doing anything about it, your government is their fault, your government is, your government that, we already know that. We already know that, but it's been 8 months, people. It's been 8 months, and in those 8 months, don't tell me that the Border Patrol doesn't know where are the weak spots. Don't tell me that they don't know. Because they know. Of course they know. They know. Of course they know. Let's stop putting excuses for every part of the government of the United States. Stop excuses. Reality. Reality. And the reality is something is happening right there. Somebody's not doing their job. They're overworked. They're overwhelmed. Probably they're getting threatened or they're getting paid. Something is going on right there. And nobody's doing anything about it. Really. It's a reality. You guys are relying on this excuse, and it's not an excuse, it's a reality too, that Trump is not getting the support that he needs to start doing whatever the liberty he wants. Yes, I understand that. I understand that completely. That doesn't stop you to do your job. Paula Ledbetter. Border Patrol is sick of being babysitters and having everyone attacking them from all sides. Completely understand. Their lives have been threatened by Antifa terrorists and nothing gets done. They have no support. Okay. Let me describe the Border Patrol's job. And I respect and I fully back the Border Patrol. The Border Patrol's job is to protect the border. That is his job. They risk their lives. A Marine is to protect their country and to go to war whenever they need so. They die for their country. Exactly, the Border Patrol. The Army. The Army are the armed forces that prepare to go to combat, to die for their country, to protect their country. The police department. The police department in the United States, they're against crime and they defend the citizens against crime. They die for the country. All the dependencies of the government, they protect their country. What is the difference with the Border Patrol? Exactly. Not enough people. But there's enough to put somebody right there. Right there. I know they're tired. I know they're sick. But let's stop putting excuses. There's too many of them. I know they're tired, they're sick, they're getting overwhelmed. They're overworked. I know. I completely agree. I completely agree. But if you're overworked, overwhelmed, tired, and all that stuff, you can sit down at the unit and be watching right there with the whole, where it is wide open and where they're jumping. You can sit down right there and be watching. And they're not going across. They're not. They're not going to do what they did a few hours ago. They're not, because he's watching. Why is nobody there? That's what I'm asking. Why is nobody there? Reality, people. Don't get hurt. It's a reality. There's no feelings with me. Non-biased. Not Republican, not Democrat. Neutral. Right there, I'm asking a question. Border Patrol is also undermanned. Undermanned, I think that is the word, Sandy, and are seeking people to train. Yes, I know. I know. I know that they're seeking people to train and they are being overwhelmed. But it is illogical. It is illogical. If you have a wall, Sandy, what's your name? Where are you? Oh my God, I think I lost you right there for a little bit. Where are you? Where are you? I lost you. I lost you. I want to address you. I want to talk to you. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Beth, Kathy, Charlene, Phils. Oh my God, I think I lost you. Okay, to the person that I was talking to. To the person that I was talking to. I understand. I support the Border Patrol. People, I support it. You guys know what's up with me. You guys know. You guys know what's up. The question that I want to ask, I know that they're overwhelmed. I know that they're overworked. I know they're tired. They haven't had a vacation. They throw them rocks. They're risking their lives. Yes, I know. But if you have a tunnel and you got one Border Patrol in Exhibit A and you got one Border Patrol in Exhibit C and you got a tunnel, example, and they're going through that tunnel, why don't you move Exhibit A to Exhibit B and let Exhibit C, just a stupid solution. Just stupid solution. Why? It's just, I don't understand. Really, I don't. Something fishy and something weird and something that is out of our hands, it's going down right there. It looks like an arrangement. Why? Because it's just, remember the family? Do you guys remember the family? The family that I was recording one day, that they were crossing, there were 5 of them. And they were jumping. How? Watch the video. Just watch the video. How long it took to the Border Patrol to get there. And it's not that, well, I understand that they're tired and I understand all that. Why is not a Border Patrol right there at that moment? There was not. The kid was hanging on the top and it was pulling people to climb to the other side. And when they climbed to the other side, the Border Patrol was coming. Why? Why it took him so long? Why he's not there? Because he was on the other side being vigilant. They need to put... Strategically, they are getting overwhelmed. I understand there is too many of them. But it can't be happening to the United States. It can't be. It can't be happening to the United States. The United States is #1 in the world. They got the best army, the best Marines, the best National Guard, the best Coast Guard, the best Navy SEALs, the best Navy, the best police department, the best United States Customs, the best Border Patrol. They just should be #1. Why are they getting beat right now? Isn't it illogical, people? Just ask yourselves this question. Ask yourselves this reality check question. Leave that of getting beat, and that is not an excuse to be justifying myself, to Mexico. That is a 3rd world class country, and we haven't become a 2nd world class country. And if you guys always wondering, where's your federal agents? Where's the Marine? Where's this? Where's that? And I understand all your frustrations, that it leads to me that I'm like, man, where's my Marines? Where is our federal agents? Where are the federal intelligence? Where are all these people? Yes, I get upset, but I'm always thinking The United States has this under control. The United States has this under control. I'm always thinking that. Why? Because they have this. Number one army, number one National Guard, Customs, Border Patrol, everything. And I don't understand what's going on over there right now. If you ask whatever citizen in Tijuana, I will answer questions whenever I finish. Whatever citizen in Tijuana, if you ask them, if you see a guy jumping every day from the same part at the same time, every night, and you don't see a border patrol on that particular place, what are your thoughts? For 8 months, I know they're overwhelmed, they're overworked, they're tired, they're throwing rocks at them, they're risking their lives. I know all that. I know, I already acknowledge it, and I'm trying to find not an excuse, something to justify why are they not there? I'm trying to find something to justify that. So let's just realize, people, that this is two problems. One of them, this is happening because of Mexico signed the international pact. And it looks like a left movement that we already know that it's a socialist movement with the United States left socialists. Why? Because all of a sudden now, Gavin Newsom is saying, welcome immigrants. Schiff is saying, welcome immigrants. Alexandria Ocasio is saying, welcome immigrants. Veronica Escobar and El Paso saying, welcome immigrants. Nancy Pelosi is saying, welcome immigrants. Beto O'Rourke saying, I will tear down the wall if I become a president. That it means, welcome immigrants. And if I'm leaving a lot of people, all of the left are saying, welcome immigrants. So it's not just a Mexican problem. It's not just the Mexican government. It's not just the Mexican government. Something is fishy going on over here, and you guys already know what is going on. But it's difficult to realize that the United States is part. It's part of the problem. Richard, saludos, un abrazo viejo, desde Tijuana, puro Tijuana. That the United States is part of the problem. That this was all set up for Hillary. But Hillary didn't win. The unbelievable happened and Trump won. And now Trump is the president. He said, hell out of here. I'm not signing that. But what would have happened if Hillary was in office? God forbid. What would have happened? Do you know what would have happened? That pact would have been signed. And you guys would have open borders right now with no wall. Is the truth, the reality. Obama left it ready for Hillary to sign it. Peña Nieto left it ready for AMLO to sign it. You saw that picture with Obama, the guy from Canada, and Peña Nieto walking together like, we got this. The three of them walking together. Stop justifying yourself. This was planned before Trump got into office. Before AMLO got into office. This was planned between Canada, United States, and Mexico to form one, just one. The only one that it was a savior for their own country is because Hillary didn't win. But because Hillary didn't win, and Trump won, there's no open borders. That's why the United States is getting bombed from Canada and Mexico, and now it's a problem. Now it's a problem because the United States is hesitating, and it's just like, I'm not letting you in, I'm not letting you in, I'm not letting you in. And I just want to know why. Why? Right here in California, they got a socialist governor, the worst. Treason should be for them. Treason. For Newsom, treason against his country. He's the one that is pulling the National Guard out. I understand. Who is in charge of the Border Patrol? I just want to know. Right here in California. I just want to know. Because that guy is not doing his job. Really, he's not. Right now, he's not. Results. The United States is always about results. I don't care about excuses. I don't care about you detain 100 million. The United States it's always been about results. Results. Always. The United States has been about results. I don't care about excuses. You want to become the best in the world in swimming. Example. Man, you didn't win the second. You didn't win the gold medal. You won a silver medal. I want results. I want number one. I want number one. I don't want 2. I don't want 3. I don't want 4. I want 1. The United States has always been about results. And right now, is not giving results. The governor of California is not. And the guy from the Border Patrol, he's getting overwhelmed. He's getting tired. I know he's everything that you're saying. I know. I understand. I understand. But he is not putting the right people at the right time, at the right moment, and the right locations. Why? Why? I just want to know why. If you know that that place is wide open and they're jumping, isn't that unbelievable that every time that I go over there, there's activity? It shouldn't be no activity. Why? Because it should be vigilated on the other side by the Border Patrol. So the people that they're trying to cross from that side, it would have been, they should say like, oh no, it's impossible over there, man. They already got an inspection over there. It's done. We need to look for some other place. It's real difficult for us to get, to cross through that particular place on, because it's just vigilated. They got one right there, and they're like kind of strategically now planned. They change shifts, but until the other unit gets there, and the other unit comes, they don't leave the place and then they wait for the other unit. No, I know that there's not a lot of them, but there should be a plan. Don't you think something fishy going on, something weird is going on, and there's no solutions? There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money. And it's too much money. I told you when I first started with the American public, I was telling everybody, and everybody got offended. No, our customs are not crooked. No, why are you insulting our country? Why are you insulting our country? Why? Why are you insulting our Border Patrol? Why? I'm not insulting it. I've been living here my whole life. My whole life. I know how the system works. And I know that there are a lot of them that are getting paid. A lot of them. I've been telling the truth since I started. I said, you know what? I hell with it. If I get banned, I get banned. But I just gotta say the truth and the reality. I don't care if it comes up bad, as if it comes up good. If people don't like it, and if people like it, that's good. If people don't like it, well, the hell with it. I'll keep just being me. And I've been telling you, sanctuary wall. I started talking, when I started doing this video, I said, sanctuary wall right here, and there's people crossing all the time. It is unbelievable. And we're looking for 4 individuals. What happened? 4 individuals appeared. Doesn't the Border Patrol, keep watch of what is going on in the other side of the border? And if you see 4 individuals with backpacks, why are you not following the individuals with backpacks? They got equipment. They got night vision goggles. They got everything. So if you see, they're not that far away, people. You can see through the gaps. Oscar, listen, the people who were doing the fake marriages got arrested in the USA. Thank you so much. I will listen to that. That started, because we, Border Network News, Anthony and myself and me over here in Tijuana, we found that out. We were the ones that found that out. And we interviewed a lawyer from El Otro Lado, and she accepted that they were making fake marriages. And we were the ones that brought that note out. We're so happy because of, this is continuing, and this is getting opened up. But as we are opening people, and as we are moving forward with this information, it's getting more dangerous for us over here. For me, over here in Mexico, imagine, it's getting more dangerous every day and every day. I just want, the United States wants solutions. They don't want answers. They don't want justifications. They don't want nothing else. If it wasn't for Anthony, for Border Network News, that is Anthony and myself, and Ben Berquan, that he was the one that came over here, and and he did a documentary, I think, so that it's America at War, and he put that little segment in there with the lawyers getting, exposed. And then we went to the pastor of Agape. I took them to the pastor of Agape, that he was the one that he told us about the fake marriages and how these lawyers that were working over here. And if what would happen if there was no freelancers? There was no independent journalists. How would America and Mexico be right now? Do you imagine CNN going right now and showing you guys that? Do you imagine MSNBC doing a documentary like Ben? Do you imagine CNN going to El Paso and talking to Anthony and looking at how many people they cross every day? Do you imagine all that happening on TV? Do you imagine how many evidence of Cindy and Duke have opened up about all the activists? Have they said, have they talked, have they opened their mouth, the media in the United States and Mexico, about how many activists and everything that Cindy is investigating? Do you guys know about, the work of every single patriot that is across the country that is working to find out information? I don't understand. So whatever questions, it is unbelievable, people. It is really unbelievable. We're going to stay on the on the down low for a little while regarding the situation right now with Playas de Tijuana. We're going to stay on the for a little while. We can't be rolling at night alone, without carrying, without protection. And we're trying to defend our part over here in Tijuana. We're trying to defend Tijuana. We're trying to defend our country. But it's just 1 against a million. And it's just impossible to win, but it's not impossible to lose. We're right there in the middle. So, any questions that you guys want to ask? Sally, Sally Wilgen. Thank you so much. Please don't think that we are ungrateful for all that you do, our country, for all you do for our country and help keep us posted. Hell, no. Don't ever think that I'm getting mad of the American public. No, this is the way I talk. This is the way I talk. What's her name? Sally, this is the way I talk. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. This is the way I talk. But sometimes a few comments just get me on my tracks, like a particular person that said, "Take the ladder, get him off the ladder." What the hell do you want? Can you imagine me doing that right now? I wouldn't be right here sitting. Really, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be right here. Why don't you come over here and do it yourself? Those specific comments, they get me a little bit off track. Like, what the hell these people are thinking? They don't know what it is over here. They don't know how it is over here. They don't know that. And pretty much, I appreciate the American public. Yes, I do. Appreciate the American public. I work hard for Mexico and I work hard for the American public too. But this is the way I talk. Don't get offended. It's a big hug to you. Thank you so much for watching. Big hug to you. And big hug for following me. So, thank you, Dolly. Thank you so much, Miss Dolly Thomas. Okay, she apologized. Okay, she apologized, Oscar. Like, what do you want her to do? Like, those... Come on. Come on. Don't get into your feelings with me. Don't get into your feelings with me. I don't have feelings regarding the feed. I keep it real all the time. Off the feed, you can send me a message and we will ha, he, he. Hoo, 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 ha, ha, hoo, he. Whatever you want to talk. But on the feed, I keep it real. It's my work. In my work, I keep it at 100% reality. Reality and the truth. If I keep it simple and if I become soft with you guys being like, you know what, yes, there's a problem right there, but I understand completely what's going on. The Border Patrol is getting overwhelmed. They're really tired, and I understand them completely. No. Do you want me to be like that? No. The United States needs to be on top of the game. Every time. They're number one in the world. They can't fail. They can't. They're number one. They can't. Failure is not an option. A mistake is not an option for the United States. A mistake is not an option. Solutions is always the option. Great results, perfection is always the option. Reality, truth. I'm sorry. This is the way it is. It's more than just a Border Patrol. It starts at the top. Yes, I understand that. But, as I was talking to military right now, as I was talking to the military, let's hear it right here. One comment. It says, Rouse Violet. It says $1,700 US, a friend from Cuba paid to immigration authorities to let him into the United States with a Honduran woman and her child. No background or medical check, just cold cash. Yes, that's what the amount, almost the amount there is to cross through the car, in the car, riding with somebody right here, like on the co-pilot. They already paid. I've been telling you, a lot of people this. This is a fact. This is a fact. Questions, everyone. Questions that somebody wants to ask. Are you the only one in your area there, Oscar Blue, defending and exposing what is happening? No, there's a lot of us, but a lot of them keep on the down low. And I know I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I have a lot of people, that they know what I'm doing and they're watching. But, I don't have nobody to ride with me. So I already got somebody that is going to be riding with me. And he's going to do me the favor. So it's getting every day. It's getting more dangerous every day. So I can't be doing this anymore. Questions, everyone. Questions that they want to ask. Questions. Before we go to sleep, it's 11:13. Yes, Paloma for Trump is in Tijuana also. Yeah, that's she's the other one that she does excellent work over here too, and that she helps me, a lot to be broadcasting what is going on in the border too, in Tijuana too. So she helps me a lot. She gives a lot of information, and she gets a lot of intel too. So she does a phenomenal and incredible job too. I send a big hug to her, whatever you are. Questions, everyone? Is it really an invasion? I'm asking you that, that question. That's a particular question that you need to ask yourself. That's why the documentary is going to be released. And it's going to be called Invasion or Migration. You guys should know that. Kelly, I'm about to read the messages. I read all your messages until I finish my last feed. So I stay up probably 2 hours more. I go to sleep around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, reading, what happened in the day or what's going to happen the next day. And, I read a little bit of a book. I get prepared for the next day. So, I will read your comment and I will read your message. Nah, it's a fake crisis. Nice joke, Heather. BL Network mentioned you in a video about a week ago. Who is BL Network, Rochelle? And if you can send me the link where they said something about me, it will be great. It will be magnificent if you can help me out. If you can send me the message, you can send me the link through right here through the messenger. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're okay. Will you be going live even though you are going to stay low from that place? Yes. Yes, of course. Yes, of course, I will be going live. I will be going live, different places. Let's change it up a little bit until it cools down. I will quit, doing late night over there. I think it's really dangerous for now. And, I don't want to interfere in their work. Really, I don't. I don't want to interfere with what they're doing. And I don't want to interfere on whatever their schedule is. Really, I don't. I know these people, how they work. I know how they respond. They only talk to you once. You do it again, there's no second chance. There's only one. Are they sending them to Mexico to wait for court date? Yes, they are. Alan Martineau, I'm look for a shop here for your boxing club. I'm look for a shop here for your boxing club. I don't understand your comment, Alan. If you can write to me again. Oscar, do you hear what's happening at Venezuela Embassy in Washington, D.C.? No, are you live now? Yes. Yes, I'm live. I'm alive. Josephine. What else? Will the documentary be on Facebook? I would love to see it. Can you give me more info on the documentary? Yes, it will be on Facebook. And yes, we will do a watch party with the documentary. And also we will, if you want to see extra scenes, it will be on a DVD. I I'm going to Ensenada. Anything to watch for? No, everything's okay. Ensenada is great. That will be great, Joe. Joe Mejia says it will be nice to have a former Border Patrol or current explain what their job or all entails, what they can do and cannot do when apprehended people not from the U.S. That will be awesome, but we don't have it, so we're taking suggestions. And it's really, bad on our part to be judging people, but it's not bad on our part to be saying there's a problem and it's right there, and why are they not taking care of that problem right there? Are you still doing the interview with Laura Ingraham? I believe so. They sent us a message. They told us they would get back to us. The good thing about it, if we do the interview with her or we don't, the good thing is they're watching our show and they're watching, basically our work between Anthony Agüero and myself. So we are really humble that they're doing that. So thank you so much. Tell us a boxing story. Tell you a boxing story. Okay. Boxing story. Where is it? Where is the picture? You want me to tell you a boxing story? I'll tell you a boxing story real quick. Before I go to bed. Boxing story. Real quick, I will tell you one. Right here. This one. Tell us a boxing story. Something for a change. Let us not talk about. Tell us a boxing story. Okay, too long ago, 2000, I think that it was, not too long ago, I think it was 2014, 2014, or I think that it was 2014. I had an uncle that passed away of cancer. He had pancreas cancer, and he passed away. And it was really hurtful for our family because he was kind of like the soul of the family. So he was really hurtful. He died really young. He passed away really young. He was 49. And after that, something pushed me to do something for people with cancer. Also, his wife, my aunt, had, breast cancer too. So, both of them had cancer, and one of them, passed away. That it was my uncle, but my aunt was the one that survived. So I took the decision of doing a fight for people that had breast cancer. So, the fight was to get funds for my uncle before he passed away. But my uncle told me, you know what, I don't want the funds for me. I want the funds to go to somebody else that they can get help. So, I did something that I never have done before. I put a questionnaire on a Facebook page, and I said, whoever has a person that has cancer and it wants me to donate the winnings and the selling of shirts and selling of hats of this fight will go all to that person. I want to help somebody with breast cancer. So there was a person that is called, I'm not going to say her name, and she had breast cancer. Her breast already, it was already taken away, one of them, and she had it kind of advanced. So, we did a fight. I talked to her. I said, Miss Chavez is her last name. Miss Chavez, do you want me to do this fight? I will do it for you. I will fight for to get funds for you and to see if you get motivated again. If you see, get inspiration to get that breath of life again, a breath of fresh air. And it was great. It was phenomenal. All her family got together. They went to the fight. It was a packed arena. Everybody was there, and we came out with a W. We came out with a win. And as you can see in this picture, I have a pink shirt that it says Blue Ramirez, and there's the pink brace that is right here, and it's this one, and we won. This is kind of a, hold on a second. We won right here. Right there, as you can see. So it was a fight that we did for cancer. And we won that fight. And all the winnings were for this person that she had cancer. Apparently I made not that much, for Mexico it was a lot. It was a lot of money for Mexico, but it was around $2,500. It was around $2,500 that we did, selling shirts, selling hats, selling ribbons, and and selling all these things to help her. And after that, she had a motivational lift. You don't even imagine. Her family got together, aunts that they were not talking to each other, cousins that they were not talking to each other. They came together and they were like holding hands. And it was beautiful to make a family come together. And what weight class do you fight in? I used to fight in welterweight. And after that, she beat cancer. That was one of the greatest satisfactions in my life. I think that is on the top 3 satisfactions in my life. That after that, she beat cancer, and it's just phenomenal. It was amazing. I got a little thing in my throat because it reminds me of my uncle, and I really, I used to love my uncle so much. So it's one of the greatest satisfactions that fight. It was dedicated to my uncle. God rest his soul. And I told him, you know what, this is for you, and it's because of you that she beat cancer. So. Great example. That's one story that I wanted to tell you guys. After that, I did another fight for kids with cancer, and there was a kid that I'm going to upload a photo again. It was a kid that this kid had 118 chemotherapy sessions, and this kid was around like 6 or 7 years old, and he had a lot of chemos, and it was unbelievable that, before the fight, he told me, hey, Blue, can you carry me to the ring before you enter the ring? And I was like, yeah, you know what? Yes. And I was doing this fight again to help some kids that they had cancer. So I put him on my back, and I carried him inside the ring, and everybody was applauding because, the kid was his motivation to be held, and everybody will be putting attention to him. So we got into the ring. I will upload a video for you guys to see it when I'm coming in, to the ring, and I'm just showing him off to everybody. And we came up with a W that one too. We came up with a win, a second round knockout through a really competitive little young kid. He was probably 20 years old. And this one with the breast cancer, we came out with the knockout in the first round. So it was 2 wins, great wins, and two stories, 2 boxing stories. I don't like to talk about it that much because I get a little nut in my throat remembering my uncle. But really really important stories in my life. So I just show you a couple stories of boxing. So. Any questions before I go? One more question, and we will call it a night, and we will talk to each other tomorrow. One more question, people. Question before I go. When are you coming to El Paso? I think that I will be coming to El Paso very, very soon, Steven. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. You don't even imagine. One day I will wake up and you will see me live with Anthony, and that will be one thing that is going to be real nice. I hope, and I'm praying to God that this year probably I will cross to the United States and be live streaming in the United States, and be live streaming with a lot of people in the United States, and be traveling in the United States, and be doing all these kinds of things that a lot of people do. And not only that, to be traveling in Mexico and to go state by state and help people and help open their eyes to what's going on. But hopefully I will get the appointment and they will authorize my visa. So I'm hoping for that. So it was a really nice talk with you guys. Stay safe. God bless you guys. God bless every day. And stay safe. And peace and love. And always your country first. Stay safe, everyone.